like I needed to do this video. Yeah. I needed to do this video. You're going to hear some things in this video that may be a little shocking, a little eye-opening. Just a glimpse into what this is like. So recently we just passed 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is a really big milestone. And I'm also very proud to say now I've got all three: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. That was a lot of work. And we're going to get into all that, but first I want to say thank you guys. I appreciate all the support. Love you guys. I'm going to get into the good, the bad, and the ugly of this. So yeah, maybe a little eye-opening. Alright, so let's get into the good. First of all, like I said, I love you guys. All you guys that watch all the videos, all the guys that, you know, leave the positive comments, you know, help us out with, you know, tech stuff. Everybody that just, in general, supports this effort. And this is a huge effort. It really is. A lot of the guys, you know, the friendships and the bonds that I've been able to make doing this have just amazing. People that I never would have met ever because of this. And that's great, man. That's great. This also has taught me so much. I've learned so much about everything doing this. And you know, so that's been really, really good. And you know, it's helped me, you know, level up and become a better person during that process. So yeah, really freaking good. And this video is kind of about YouTube because that was the last one for me to hit 100,000 on. The reason for that is I didn't start YouTube till almost 2018. You know, I started Foxcast Media back in 2015. And, you know, we were going strong almost 3 years before I even got into YouTube. And, you know, like Facebook is my largest audience. That's where most of my views come from. You know, so it was rough back, like I said, it was right around the end of 2017 when I started. I had already had over 100,000 followers on Facebook, and to come to YouTube and start at zero, man, that was rough. It's like, I'm already doing really well here, and now I've got to start all over again. And so that was difficult. You know, but I've said this many times that I didn't start Foxcast Media to be a YouTuber or an influencer. I really and truly hate both of those terms. my goal was to essentially be an online magazine that showed you cool cars and cool builds and took you to events and all of that. And to this day, I don't like the term, but you know, that's what's been adopted. I'm not here to influence you. I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to show you cool shit. You know, we do the tech stuff. We do the car reviews. So, you know, to say that I'm an influencer, in my opinion, is just BS. But when I'm trying to explain to people what I do, I typically resort to that because that's what everybody understands, despite the fact that I can't freaking stand the term. The last part of the good is seeing how we've been able to impact and help other people. That's the most rewarding by far, is to see guys, you know, send messages or send emails that say, you know, didn't know which way to go with my car, and you guys helped me out. I didn't know how to fix or install something, and that helped me out. Or, you know, just seeing my own personal story inspired them to do more. And man, that's the goal. Like, I do car stuff, but this has also been a personal journey for me, which if you want to stick around to the end of the video, I'll get into that. And because that'll be pretty eye-opening for you too. If not, whatever. But being able to help people, to, you know, even had one guy said he was in the hospital after complications with an operation, and he laid there and watched the videos, and that helped get him through. Now, you know, sure, he could have watched something else, but, you know, he watched my channel, and that stuff hits home. That stuff means the world. And like I said, the guys that have started their own business or have built an amazing car they didn't think they could build or whatever, that type of stuff is really what is huge for me, and makes me feel like we're doing the right thing. The bad. Yes, the bad. So imagine for a second, because I want to give you a little context. Everybody in the world's got, you know, in their circle, one or two people that they just don't really like, or they don't get along with, or gossips about them, or just for whatever reason doesn't like that. So one thing that I very early came to realize is, when you are generating a large following, you can take those one or two people that you'll have if you're not doing this and multiply that by a factor of 10, factor by 100, by 1,000, the larger your following gets. Okay? And it's you kind of, you get taken off guard sometimes by it, and you're like, damn, bro, I'm just making car videos, and you know, it's kind of takes you off guard a little bit, and makes you like wonder, you know, hey, I'm not out here killing kittens or anything, but yeah, that can be bad. And then, you know, there's other people in the industry that as you grow, you know, they'll you know, larger brands and stuff like that, they'll look down on you, and you know, basically, you know, you're beneath them. You know, like instances where I've been at events or shows or stuff like PRI, and you know, they see me and it's like, nah, you know, he's not going anywhere. There's a lot of that snobbiness. And then like the big media companies, which, you know, are ironically pretty well illegitimate now, irrelevant, whatever word you want to use. Still to this day, you know, it's the snobby, the I'm better than you, you know, like, and that part also is just like, man, why? Um, Best example is this dude could not hide his just utter disgust for me, and I've never met him in my life, you know, but he's walking around, got his credentials on and his safety vest, the stuff we got to wear at like NMRA shows, and he's carrying this huge, fancy, expensive camera. And, you know, I'm walking around, you know, taking pictures and taking videos with my phone. And this was back, I think, in like 2018. But you could just tell he's like, you're nobody, man. And like, I had to sit there and just tell myself, look, he works for somebody else. I work for me. And these pictures and these videos that I take with my phone that he's laughing at, more people are going to see mine than are going to see his website that somebody else built that's got so many ads. If you even try to look at the website, your laptop will crash. So yeah, you know, not saying that it didn't kind of get to me a little bit, but, you know, I had to reassure myself that, hey, just because I don't have a $5,000 camera doesn't mean, you know, that I'm illegitimate. I'm essentially the future. Like I said, that was back before social media really became what it is in 2024. But yeah, that was bad, and I just had to keep trucking, which is what I did. Another thing that was bad was doing car YouTube is probably the most expensive YouTube you can do. You know, it's not like, hey, I just, you know, I have a video game console and a camera and I make gaming videos. Those assholes get so many views, it's disgusting. But, you know, cars and parts and building cars and all this other stuff takes tons of money, tons of work, tons of effort. And, you know, it's not like, you know, you're, say, a fitness influencer and basically all you got to do is go to the gym and film some stuff. I mean, obviously there's other costs involved, but doing car YouTube, man, it's freaking crazy as far as, you know, expense and all of that. So dealing with sponsors is a huge help, you know, and not only is it a huge help for us as content creators, but it's also a huge help for the companies selling the parts, because, you know, they can get their product in front of a big audience, and you guys can see it, watch us unbox it, watch us install it, test it, all this stuff, you know, so it's pretty much a win-win. But where it becomes bad is these companies essentially, you know, you'll build a relationship with them, you'll do great work for them, and then they'll just drop you, like, no explanation, or, you know, they'll make these unrealistic demands, and you're like, no, you know, yeah, we're working together, but this is still me, this is still mine. You know, and then, like I said, you know, you'll get to count on, okay, if you need this anytime, you just call me, we'll take care of it, we'll get you whatever you need. So you'll be doing different projects and needing parts, and then just out of the blue, you know, they're done with you. And it's like, I've had companies that have changed ownership, boom, lost it, or they changed their marketing manager, boom, no, we're changing things up, whatever. Or no, they didn't, I don't have any paperwork on this or that. I'm like, man, we've been working together for all these years. Or they'll have some, you know, tight ass that joins the company and he wants to look like he's coming in and making waves and changing things up, and, you know, so he'll axe this program or that program. Or they're just old fashioned and don't understand, you know, how marketing in this current day and age of social media works. You know, so it's bad when you get to count on sponsors to do builds and to do projects, and which in turn is content, and then they'll just out of the blue just gone poof, like it never happened. That sucks, and it'll leave you in a lurch and leave you scrambling. But again, you gotta sack up and figure something out. Ugly, guys, it gets ugly. Anywhere from people selling or stealing your content and making money off of it, stuff you worked on, stuff you made, stealing it, making money off of it. No, hey, can I use this? Hey, can I borrow this? Nothing. No credit, no nothing. And when you actually are a content creator, like you film it, you edit it, everything, there's a lot of time, money, and work involved in that. And it's basically like someone coming stealing something out of your garage. It's the same thing. That really is aggravating, and it happens a lot. And and along those lines, like my pages have been cloned so many times. This is a Facebook, YouTube thing, and what they'll do is they'll make a fake profile that looks like me, and then they'll start messaging fans on my page. They think it's me, and they'll do everything from ask for money, all kinds of stuff, and which ultimately all that does is discredit me. And I think it's probably done that way on purpose. But almost daily I got somebody in my DMs saying, "Hey, is this you?" I'm like, "No, that's not me." And I've reported them, I've blocked them, and not even just the fake accounts, but the spam accounts that go and post on the page, ask if you want a drawing of your car, or, "Hey, you look good today, will you DM me?" All of that makes people not want to post or comment on, stuff that you post if you have a page, and because it's just full of spam. So it drives people away. And when you've worked your ass off to build something and you try to put out regular quality content, and that's just destroying it, makes you want to kick somebody's ass. The next part of the ugly is the haters, man. Everybody's heard that term. I had heard it, all that. I didn't really understand it, but I didn't, I understand, like, in sports you see it all the time, and people hating on actors, athletes, musicians, all of that. But I'm like, I make car YouTube videos, like, man, I could not be more wrong. So, and I know who all of them are. I know what's been said. I know things that have been done, and it's hilarious. In several instances, multiple instances, these guys will be in DMs of their buddies, talking shit, trying to plan stuff on ways to discredit me or whatever. And this guy they're talking to will send me the screenshots. And I'm like, it's like, aren't you guys supposed to be friends? Like, conspiring against me, but why are you sending this? And it just shows you how backstabbing and just shitty people can be, man. And I think to myself, if you have that much time in your life to sit there and let someone that's making car videos live rent-free in your head, you need to reevaluate your life. That's just a fact. And like I said, people will send me the DMs and the screenshots all the time, and it's hilarious. Now I never once go in and respond to any of it. And the reason I don't do that is because, number one, if you've never met me in person, or maybe you've met me at an event and talked to me for 5 minutes, you don't know fucking thing about me. You know nothing. Zero. So I already know you're a clown if you're standing there talking just messages on messages on messages to multiple people. I've even got guys making videos about me. Yeah, that's how bad I've been up in this dude's head. And so no, I never respond. It's not worth my time. But it does tell me a lot about that person, that they definitely need to get a life. And like I said, it's not just one. Over the years, I couldn't tell you how many, but it's just amazing to me that someone is that petty and I guess dislikes themselves and their life that much that they're worried about me making car videos. Like, why don't you go do something with your life? Good idea. But yeah, it makes you wonder about humanity and where we're headed. Another one of the spectrums, while we're talking about the haters, is you have individuals, and I know who they are too, that they have a nicer car than me, or they think they're more knowledgeable than me, or you know, any number of things. Like, they're just better than me. And you know, so they don't feel like, they get mad that I'm experiencing success with my brand, because in their minds I'm not worthy. And I've seen them, guys, I've seen the screenshots. I'd love to air it out, but I'm not. Maybe. But yeah, dude, guys will, because they think they're better than me on whatever level, they think they're more deserving of what I have and what I've done than I am. And to them I say, go do it. There's absolutely nothing stopping you from going and being better than me. Go do it. It's amazing. You know, like, it's a free country. Like, go pick up a camera and go show me. Show me up. There's been a few actually, and this is funny too. There's been a few actually that have tried. You know, they think, oh, you know, building social media is easy. You know, I could do it, blah, blah, blah. I know more than that guy. My car is better than that guy. You know, all these other things. And a few of them have tried it, and they failed horribly. And and like I said, I never say anything, but like, hey, you tried, bro. Hey, look, if this was easy, everybody'd be doing it. And I can assure you it's not. So, yeah, it's ugly. The ugliest thing of all is when people that you actually do know literally hate you and go behind your back because, man, I don't really know why, to be honest with you. People that you helped, that you've done things for, that you spent time with, you know, that you hang out with, they will literally hate you. I guess, you know, because you're doing something. And you'll find out, you know, that they will do things like just anything they can do to discredit you or knock you down a notch or two. Why? Like, if you don't like someone, why do you spend time with them? I guess it's jealousy. I don't know. But it probably shouldn't be. But man, I'm telling you, when that happens to you a few times, you know, it's a kick in the nuts. You're like, dude, like, I've helped you out. I've been there. I've given you shit. Like what did I do? You know, it's confusing. And you wonder what goes through people's heads. You know, I've never been a jealous person. I'm a person that when I see someone doing good, I'm motivated by it. Because I want to do good. But I'm telling you, people close to you will stab you in the back. They'll pretend to be your friend. They'll talk to you. They'll ask for favors. Ask for shit. And they literally hate your guts. It's fucking unreal. That's, I'm going to say, the worst part. Surprisingly, shockingly, people don't want you to level up. That's bad, man. That says a lot about humanity. They don't want you to level up. Or they don't want you to do as good as they are or better. It tells you a lot about those people. And they can all kiss my ass. Every one of them. You know who you are. And I know you're watching. So, it's ugly. Believe it or not, making car videos. People will talk bad about you, talk behind your back, try to, destroy the work you've done. They'll make fake accounts to leave nasty comments, to say shit about you that's not true. Multiple fake accounts across multiple social media platforms. They will take all that time for someone that's making car videos. Imagine that. Imagine how pathetic their life must be, or how much they must hate themselves. Pray to God I'm never that person. But I promise to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ugly. I can't even tell you everything. I'd love to. Alright, so I made a video, it's been a couple years now, about, it's called Sick of It, Changing My Life. You need to go back and watch that if you haven't, because that gives you a lot of the backstory on me. But essentially back in 2014, I decided to change my life. On all fronts. And that's what I've been doing. School never really made a lot of sense to me. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ADHD or something. I don't know. So I never got a college degree, never got a high school degree. But you know what? I put in the work, and I'm now successful. How do you define success? Freedom, happiness, the ability to do what you love. That's success to me. And so I'm successful. And back when I started, there was no plan B. I don't have a bunch of money. I'm not multi-talented. Didn't have a lot of connections, a lot of this, a lot of that. I made the decision that I was going to do this. There was no plan B, so it had to work. And since then, I work 7 days a week. So for you guys asking, well, I'd like to do that too. Well, you got to be obsessed. You have to be. If you want to make it, you got to be obsessed with it. You got to live it and breathe it. I've made Facebook posts at funerals. I've filmed videos sick as fuck. Not a cold, like, let me barf real quick and then finish this video. There's no days off. If I'm not creating, I'm dying. I'm dead. If I'm not growing and working on new relationships and doing new projects and going to different events and filming this and filming that, I'm dead. So there's no excuses. There's no days off, you know, which is fine. I love it. And most people aren't willing to do that. I am. That's why I'm where I'm at. It's not because I'm talented, not because I'm good looking. I don't have big boobies and I don't wear yoga pants. I don't have any of that. What I have is my work ethic. And my daily battle against myself. I battle a fat, lazy, not very ambitious guy every day. That's who I was. So my battle every day is me against my own tendency to get fat and my tendency not to work hard. And my battle's with me. I'm not in competition with anybody. You might be in competition with me, and best of luck if you are, because I don't quit. You know, not saying again that I'm better than anybody else, but it's hard to beat a motherfucker that won't quit, and that's who I am. That's really all I have. So, guys, look, I love what I do. I love all you guys, and I want more for each one of you. That's why I do the fitness coaching. And I've learned so much about human nature, and like, it's been a hell of a journey. And obviously I'm not done yet, but this is a fork in the road, a milestone, so I wanted to sit down and do this. If you want me to go more in depth about truly turning your life around, changing it, you know, I had to do it all. I put down cigarettes in 2017, smoked all my life, worked jobs I hated all my life, was generally unhappy most of my life. Here I am. It is a good feeling, and I am ridiculously grateful. Sometimes when I'm alone, just driving, like, man, I'm so fucking grateful that I decided to change my life, because I don't know where I'd be. So, to all you guys that support this, thank you. And if I can help more by doing more videos like this, please drop a comment below and let me know. And to all you people that don't even know me, but you hate me, and you want to see me burn, checkmate.